A friend of ours took her hobby machine, hers is an LK150, carriage apart in order to do some cleaning and servicing. And in her words, she's having a very hard time getting the thingamabobs correctly seated back in the carriage. This isn't surprising. It is genuinely tricky, and Jack's going to give you some tips now.
These are the clips in question right there. They're on a post right here. They're butted up against this impediment post here. And the thing is, these are spring clips. There is a raised area on either side the camera can see from an angle right here and right here. Right here and right here. These clips have what's called fingers. They're flexible. And if you'll notice, they're flexed up where they're pushed down on this post. Now, normally, if you're good, you can do that with your fingers. Sometimes you'll need a pair of needle nose pliers to reach in on either side to push these two flexible fingers in the middle of the clip down over that post. But see, it aligns itself because it's against a wall here and against a wall here. All right, let me show you what happens. Now, I got a little teeny flat tip underneath here, and we try to pry up. This part of the clip moves, but it's these fingers that we want to get up. So you got to try and get under the finger with a tiny, tiny tip. Flex it up just a little, and then lift on the back side of the clip.
And there is some real risk involved, I take it.
Yes, because this is a plastic post, the post will come off. And it's been in this position for a long, long time. All right, it's going to cooperate a little. Ah, there we go.
That one's safely off.
Now you can see exactly what I'm talking about. This little finger right here
Let
flexes.
me zoom way in on you.
Okay.
There you go.
See how that flexes? All right. You can see that little piece flexes right there. I'm making it flex. But that's what bites. There used to be the wheels on your wagon were held on by these little spring clips. And believe me, it's a bear to get the wheels off your wagon.
Your childhood wagon or your grandparents' wagon?
No, my childhood wagon. But now see, you could put it on backwards and it'll go in there just like that.
But it won't be useful.
But it won't do its job because the flex of the spring is here. And that's what it's supposed to do. So you can see the little footprint that the clip has left on the bed, and it's just a matter of getting it in the right direction, which is this way. And then you have to push it down.
So our friend is having trouble getting it on straight, and
there you go.
You're saying just give it a good sharp push once you have it aligned.
Right, yeah.
And add the pressure of the screwdriver on the opposite side from your finger. Is that correct?
Right. Hold it down and press on either side of the post to make it sit flat. And see, it's got a little play in it, so it's not sitting quite flat enough.
Did that do it?
That'll do it, and I think once we put the lid back on it, it'll have pressure down, and then in a short period of time, it'll seat itself.
These hobby machines are incredibly durable for plastic carriages, but they can break, so do be super careful.
Right. And we already have a video telling you that you have to take a screw out of this position right here in order to get the carriage, to get the dial to come off.
To help out our friends, I'll put a link to that video in the program notes for this one.
Sounds good.
This photo is of the inside of my friend's LK150 machine. That's a Singer, sometimes badged studio machine. Jack is working on my Singer LK100, sometimes badged studio also. They are similar enough that the same instructions will help you with either machine. The 150 is mid-gauge, the 100 is bulky.